Mariam, which means stand. Walk on your upper jump, which means rise. Mariam, walk on your upper jump, which means rise, face the east. Most great people, Abnao, Shabbat Shemayim, Quadash, Yah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakovka, Taba'ab, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawab, Hayah, Bashamayim, Adananawa, Wacham, Kal, Yawam, Wasalachnawa, Kawawafinawa, Kasalachnawa, Kawawafinawa, Wala'ah, Ayanawa, Manasayawan, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kiyah, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Watapa'ara, Iwalamium, Aman, and in the English, I'll follow, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Gotta cut the power in the Hebrew, the Hawa, Ba'ashim Yahweh, Baba Kosha, the Thundernawa, Hakak, La Ba'a, Kama, Kama Dawa, Hakak, Natahar, Hamatel Zarian, Hakak, the Hakim, Hamafian, Hakak, Arakawa, Atama Allah, the Garashan, Ba'ashim Yahweh, the water among. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Aisha, Ayanya, Al-Hahariya, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Isaiah, Ma'ain, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Wa'arataza, Ayathan, Lamawat, Wagalka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shalomar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tizalka, Al-Yath, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ayakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Bakarai, Yashamar, Ahmapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'aka, Wawa'aka, Ma'ita, Wa'id, Awalam, Aman. And in the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. How is thy keeper? How is thy shade upon thy right hand? The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. So be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al-Damayalaka, Al-Bakarash, Al-Bashakwat, Kayahana, Awayabika, Yahama Yawan, Wamashanayaka, Nasha'awa, Ra'ash, Al Imaka, Yaira Yamwa, Sawad, Wayata Yaitazawa, Altazapawanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakida, Bogoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Shamya Sha'ala, Aiwa, Kaya, Noah Aitazawa, La, Nakadwa, Al Yaka, Baryath, Nakarathwa, Ahalia, Adawam, Umashina Ayalayam, Mawa Abba, Wahagariam, Gabal, Wa Amawan, Wa Amalak, Palashath, An Yeshabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Amam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aisha, Laham, Kamaria, Kasa Yisara'ah, Kayavian, Banakal, Koyashwan, Nashamarwa, Ba'ayan Da'ira, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shayathamwa, Nada Yamawa, Ka'irab, Wakazahaba, Wakazabak, Wakazazmanai, Kaunasabu, Kausia, Kaunas, it's like, let's see, Kaunasa Yakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Naya Rasha, Lanawa, Ath, La'awath, Alahayam, Shayathamwa, Kagalgala, Kakwash, Lapanya Raka, Ka'ash, the Ba'ira Ya'ira, Ukalahaba, Dalahat, Haryam, Kam, the Radatma, Basairaka, Wabasawapathka, the Bahalam, Mala'a, Panyahan, Palawan, Waya Bakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Waya Bahalwa, Ayai, Waya Kaparwa, Waya Ibarwa, Waya Da'aiwa, Kaya, Atha, 7 verse 17. Yabashwa, or Yabahalwa, Ayai, or Yakaparwa, or Yaibadwa, or Yadaiwa, Kaya, Atha, Shamka, Yahawa, Labaka, Al Yawan, Al Kaha Arataza, Aman. And in the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult. Stop. Finish forward. Thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with inhabitants of Tyre, Asher also is joined with them, that hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kasan, which perished at Endor. to become as done for the earth. Make their nobles like a red, and like Zaed. Yea, all their princes as Zabah and as Amuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of the Most High, the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind. As the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame sets the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. So be it. Saul is turned, Yeshua is sent. Genesis chapter 29. Genesis chapter 29, verse 32. Genesis chapter 29, verse 32 in the Hebrew. With the har, la'ah, with the lad, bun, with the ra'ah, shemawah, ra'ah, ra'ah, kiyah. I think I read this. Didn't I read this last week? I think I read this. I read this Saturday. Genesis chapter 30, verse 4. I specifically remember going over Ra'abah. Genesis chapter 30, Verse 4. With a third, Lower Av, Balahab, Shabakatha, Ashab, Wayaba'ab, Aliyah, Yaiquab, Yaiquab, verse 5. With the hard, Balahab, with the lad, Yaiquab, the Yaiquab, born. Verse 6 with the Bmore, Makal, the Nanya, Alahayim, Wagam, Shemai, Bakwala, Bakwalia, Wayathan, Leah, Ban, Al, Khan, Kara, Shemawar, Dan, verse 7, with the Har, Iwad, with the Lad, Balahab, Shabakath, Wakal, Ban, Shanyab, Layai, Layaiqua, Layaiqua, verse 8, with the Amar, Wakal, the Paf, the Paf Walayah, Alahayim, the Paf Walayah, Ain, Khafia, Gam, Yukalafia, Wahakra, with the Quara up, Samawa, the Paflia, verse 9, with the Ra'ab, La'ah, Kaya, Ainada, Maladaf, with the Quack, Av, Zalapa, Shabakatha, with the Thun, Atha, Aiqua, Ba'ashab, verse 10, with the Lad, Zalapa, Shabakath, La'ab, Aiqua, Bun. That's it. Those are going to read Genesis chapter 30, verse 4 to 10.
And she gave him Genesis chapter 30, verse 4. And she gave him Bilhah, her handmaid, to wife, and Jacob went in unto her. Verse 5. And Bilhah conceived and bare Jacob a son. Verse 6. And Rachel Rachel said God hath judgment me, hath judged me, and hath also heard my voice, and hath given me a son. Therefore called she his name Dan. Verse 7, and Bilhah, Rachel's maid, conceived again, and bare Jacob a second son. Verse 8, and Rachel said, with great wrestlings have I wrestled with my sister, and I have prevailed. And she called his name Naphtali. Verse 9, when Leah saw that she had left bearings, she took Zilpah, her maid, and gave her.
These are some of the tribes, you understand, Jacob's son. He had Dan, you understand, he had Naphtali, what he just mentioned here. Okay, continue.
And gave her Jacob to wife. Verse 10, and Zilpah, Leah's maid, bare Jacob a son. Verse 11, and Leah said, a troop cometh, and she called his name Gad.
Another tribe, the Gadites, is the so-called North American Indians, you understand. Continue.
Verse 12, and Zilpah, Leah's maid, bare Jacob. Oh, my bad. Verse 13, and Leah said, happy am I, for the daughters will call me blessed. And she called his name Asher. Verse 14, and Ruth. Yeah, verse 14.
Shalom. That was it. I was present myself.
Outside, one hour.
Present myself.
Quick.
Let's go. Mayaka Allah. One God, one Yasha Allah. How about Shina Yasha? Genesis chapter 30, verse 11. With Marla with God, give me a second. I said, I think to myself, it's just dehydration. I eat no breakfast. Dehydrated up this morning. Genesis chapter 30, verse 11. With the Amar, La'ah, but God, God. With the Korah, Shemawah, God, verse 12. With the Lad, Zalabah, Shepakaf, La'ah, Ban, Shanya, Ya'aiqua, with the Amar, La'ah, Asharya, Kaya, Ashar, Ashar, Asharwanya, Asharawanya, Banawath, with the Korah, Shemawah, Ashar, 14, Uyalak, Ra'aban, Yamya, Quatazar Yar, Katayam, Uyamataza'a, that was the young, what's the dub, we have a thumb, cup, it's like the owl, the I'm a what, with the amar, wakal, owl, the dunya, the but a water, but the, but the water, but the water, but knock, 15, with the amar, I'm ait, kwa, thak, yeah, will a quack, will a quack, gun, that would, banya, with the amar, wakal, lakan, it's a cow, I mock, hallelujah, 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 the cow, that would, but knock, 16, well, I, man, I should but I rob, with the tizah, look where Aqua, with the Amar, Aliyah, the Bu'a, Kaya, Shakar, Shakarath, Yaka, with the Ayah, Slaki, with the, but that would die, Banya, where you Shakab, my man, believe Allah, how 17, where you Shemai, Allah, Allahayim, Al, La'ah, with the har, with the lad, Aikwa, Ban, Kama Yashia. That's it. I'm going to read Genesis chapter 30, verse 11 down to 17 in English.
Genesis chapter 30, verse 11. And Leah said, a troop cometh, and she called his name.
Stop.
Yeah.
Start over. Start again.
Verse 11. And Leah said, a troop cometh, and she called his name Gad.
And she called his name Gad. Read it again.
And she called his name Gad.
You know, Gad is the North American Indians. You understand? The so-called North American Indians is the tribe of Gad. Gad is the progenitor of the North American Indians. All right? Continue.
Verse 12. And Zilpah Leah's may bear Jacob a second son. Verse 13. And Leah said, happy am I, for the daughters will call me blessed.
For the daughters. Go ahead. For the read.
I, for the daughters, will call me blessed, and she will call his name Asher. Verse 14.
Stop real quick. Extra strike. Asher is the tribe and the nation of Israel. And up here, all of the countries between Colombia to Uruguay is the tribe of Asher. Continue. Read.
Verse 14, and
And
Reuben went in the days of wheat harvest and found a man dregs in the field, and brought them unto his mother Leah. Then,
Rachel.
then Rachel said to Leah, give me, I pray thee, of thy son's mandrakes. Verse 15, and she said unto her, is it a small matter that thou hast taken my husband, and wouldest thou take any of my sons away from my son's mandrakes?
Also. Oh, go ahead.
Also, and Rachel said, therefore he shall lie with thee tonight for thy son's mandrakes. Verse 16, and Jacob came out of the field in the evening, and Leah went out to meet him, and said, thou must come unto me, for surely I have hired thee with my son's mandrakes. And he lay with her that night. Verse 17, and God hearkened unto Leah, and she convinced and conceived, and bare Jacob the fifth son.
You know, when we read along in the Hebrew, you'll hear a lot of bun. You'll hear a lot of your live, meaning born. Your live means born or birth or what have you, and bun means son. You'll be hearing that a lot. Go ahead.
This story that we read, this is a good story on the understanding I got dealing with multiple wives and how there's always been like a conflict between them. Like even some type of they had some type of what is they were cool at some point, but a mandrake. I want to bring out exactly what a mandrake is. A mandrake is let's say people take European mandrake root for treating stomach ulcers, colic, constipation, asthma, hay fever, convulsions, arthritis like pain, whooping cough. They also use a trigger vomiting causes sleeplessness, reduce pain, and increase interest in sexual activity. So this was the reason why Rachel wanted it, right? I think Rachel wanted the mandrakes because it's medicine. But it also it helps with sex. And she wanted
reproductive.
come on,
Reproductive. Yeah.
But so she wanted it. So it say when she took him, it say when she took him, she went to she went to her husband that night. I mean, she took him that night. She said, "I've hired thee with my son's mandrakes." She pretty much traded time. They traded time. She said, that's why she said, it is not enough that you got my son, that you have my husband, you also want my son mandrakes. Like, you want his mandrakes too. You already got my man. You gonna take his mandrakes too? Take my son mandrakes? But that was her way of giving a little bit of aggression and showing her her dislike for it, for him maybe, being with her wife. But she understood it also. So they traded. Let's trade time. Like, all right, if you let me have him tonight, Because I know he gonna do right with these mandrakes, you know what I'm saying? If you can let me have him tonight, you can have these. So you know what I mean? That was pretty much, I just wanted to bring that up. But you got something? You sure? Yeah, wanted to get that definition, just get that understanding about what exactly is going on during these scriptures.
What was he at? I think that was it, right? Yeah, that was it. Mario? Asha, present thyself.
One God, one Yahweh.
How sing y'all sorry to God? Genesis chapter 30. Verse 11. It's like verse 18, my bad. Genesis chapter 30, verse 18. With the Amar La'ah, Mathan, Alahayim, Shakaria, Ashar, Nathathia, Shabakathath, it's like Shabakathia, Yashia, with the Korah, Shemawah, Yesha, Yeshashka, Yash, Shukar, that's Issachar. Verse 19, with the Har, Iwan, La'ab, with the La, the Ban, Shashia, Leah Iqua, 20, with the Amar, La'ab, Zebedaniah, Alahayim, Athia, Zabad, Tawab, Hapa'aim, Zebul, Yezub, Yezalabadia, Ayashia, Kaya, Yeladathia, Luah, Shisha, Banayam, with the Korah, Ath, Shemawah, Zebalawan, 21, with Akar, Yolanda, Bath, with the Korah, Shema, Dayana, 22, Oyezakar, Alahayim, Ath, Wakal, Oyeshamai, Aliyah, Alahayim, Oyepathak, Ath, Rokamah, 23, with the Har, with the line, Bun, with the Amar, the Sap, Alahayim, Ath, Karapath, Yap, the water, 24, with the Korah, Ath, Shemawah, Daniel, etc. This is fine, the water. What was that, 24? With the Korah, Ath, Shemawah, Yawasap, Lamar, Yisap, Yahweh, Leah, Bun, Akar, 25, Wiyahaya, Kashar, Yelada, Wakal, Ath. Hey! You were top. Wiyamar, Iquab, Laban, Shulakanya, Wakam, Makwa Warm, yeah, Walla, 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 Ratazaya. That's it. I'll read it in English, Genesis chapter 18. Sorry, Genesis chapter 30. Genesis chapter 30, verse 18. In English.
Genesis chapter 13, verse 18. And Lev said, God hath given me my hire, because I have given my maiden to my wife, my husband. And she called his name Issachar. Verse 19. And Lev conceived again, and Leah conceived again, and bare Jacob the sixth son. Verse 20. And Leah said, God hath endued me with a good word. Now will my husband dwell with me, because I have borne him 6 sons. And she called his name Zebulun.
Zebulon. What we had on it? Huh? Guatemala to Panama. You understand? I think that's like northern Central America. Where the Panama, where's Panama on the map? It's like right below Mexico, right? And all the way over down into Guatemala. Between those joints is brothers and sisters of the tribe of Zebulon. So get you a map, you know what I'm saying, so you can understand or see what's good. Go ahead. It's north of, it's in South America, but it's in the northern part of it. You know what I mean? And that region is the Zebulonites. Go ahead.
Verse 21. And afterwards she bare a daughter, and called her name Dinah. Verse 22. And God remembered Rachel, and God hearkened to her and opened her womb.
Go ahead.
Verse 23. And she conceived and bare a son, and said, God hath taken away my reproach. Verse 24. And she called his name Joseph, and said, the Lord shall add to me another son. Jacob's bargain with Laban. Verse 25. And it came to pass when Rachel had born Joseph, that Jacob said unto Laban, send me away, that I may go unto my own place and take into my country. Verse
That's it. Mine is just gonna do it. Yeah, present thyself. One time. Vayaka'ala, Von God, Vayasha'ala. How about Shimei Shabbat? Genesis chapter 30, verse 26. Genesis 30 and 26. The nut, Nishaya, Wa'ath, Yaladia, the Shar, Ibadathia, Africa, Bahan, Wa'alaka, Kaya, Atha, Yada'ith, Ath, Ibadathia, Shar, Ibadathika, 27, Wiyamar, Alayawar, Laban, La'a, Mataza'athia, Kham, Ba'ayamyaka, Nakayash, Nakashafia, Wayabarak, Wayabarakanya, Yahweh, Bagal, Bagalalak, 28, Wayamar, Nakwaba, Shakarak, Aliyah, Wathana, 29, Wayamar, Aliyawar, third, Yadaif, Ath, Ashar, Ibad, Abadathiaka, Wa'ath, Ashar, Haya, Makwanak, Athia, Kaya, Ma'ait, it's like your 30, Kaya, Ma'ait, Ashar, Haya, Laka, Lapanya, where you brought us up. So like, where you, where your parts is up. Larab, where your Barak, where your Barak, Yahweh, Africa, Luragal, Luragalia, where your third. It's like, where I thought, with the young, Aisha, Gum, Anakia, Labayathia, 31, where your Mara, Athan, Laka, where your Mara, Daikwa, Laha, the Thun, the Young, our mom, the Aisha, the Yah, the Bar, Hazar, Ashawaba, Rataza, I, there's a knock, Ashamar, 32, I bar, Bakal, there's a knock, Hayawam, Asar, Asham, Laka, Shah, Quad, what's a what? Wakal, Shah, Kawam, Bakash, Bakashabio, what's a up on a quad, but I is a young, Bahaya, Shakaria, that's it. I was going to read it in the English, Genesis chapter 26, down to verse 32, Babakasha. Go ahead. I'm going to use the restroom.
Verse 20. Genesis chapter 30, verse 36. Give me my wives and my children, for whom I have served thee, and let me go. For thou knowest my service which I have done thee. Verse 27. And Laban said unto, I pray thee, if I have found favor in thine eyes, tarry, for I have learned by experience that would have blessed you for thy sake. Verse 28. And he said, I appoint me thy wages. And 27. I was at verse 28. And he said, appoint me thy wages, and I will give it. Verse 29, and he said unto him, Thou knowest how I have served thee, and how thy cattle was with me. Verse 30, for it was little which thou hadst before I came, and it is now increased unto a multitude, and the Lord has blessed thee since the coming, and now when I shall, I provide for mine own house also. Verse 31, and he said, What shall I give thee? And Jacob said, Thou shalt not give me anything. If thou wilt do this thing for me, I will again feed and keep thy flock. Verse 32, I will pass through all thy flock today, removing flock today, removing from thence all that speckled and spotted cattle, and all the brown cattle among the sheep, and the spotted and the speckled among the goats, and of such shall be my hire. Verse 33, so shall be righteousness, answer for me, in time to come, when it shall come before my hire, before thy face, every one that is not speckled and spotted among the goats, and brown among the sheep, and that shall be counted stolen with me. Verse 34, and Laban said, Behold, I would it would it might be according to thy word. Verse 35, and he removed that day the spot the he goats and the ring strapped. Is that right? Oh, Straughter, ring strapped and spotted, and all the she goats that were speckled and spotted, and every one that had some white in it, and all the brown among the sheep, and gave them into the hands of his sons. Verse 36.
So that verse,
Verse 36.
no, we started at
Verse 37.
27.
No, 26. I stopped at verse 36.
So it was 6, 7, 7. Okay. I'm, chapter 36, right?
Yeah.
And he set 3 days journey betwixt himself and Jacob fed the rest of Laban's flock. And Jacob took his rod of green poplar, and of the hazel and chestnut tree, and piled white strakes in them, and made the white appear which was in the rods. Yeah. We get the definition for strax. And I don't know. Okay, straight, strack. Let me see what I'm saying. straight. Okay. A continuous line of planking or plates from the stem of the stern of a ship or boat. A protruding ridge fitted to an aircraft or other structure to improve aerodynamic stability. You got any of that to talk about? Continuous line of planking or plates from the. It's a no. It's seems like it's a line. Some kind of mark, right? Kind of. Alright. Said it 3 times. I had no idea what it was. Okay, so like we start 37 over. We say Jacob took him rods of green poplar, of the hazel and chestnut tree, and piled white strakes in them, and made the white appear which was in the rods. And he set the rods which he had piled before the flocks in the gutters, in the watering throws when the flocks came to drink, that when they should conceive when they came to drink. Verse 39. And the flock conceived before the rods and brought forth cattle, ring straight, speckled, and spotted. Verse 40. And Jacob did separate the lambs and set the faces of the flocks toward the rings straighted, and all the brown in the flocks of Laban. And he put his own flocks by themselves and put them not unto Laban's cattle. Verse 40. And it came to pass, whensoever the stronger cattle did conceive, that Jacob laid the rods before the eyes of the cattle in the gutters, and they might conceive among the rods. Verse 42. But when the cattle were feedable, he put them not in, so that the feebler were Laban and the stronger Jacob. Verse 43. And the man increased exceedingly, and had much cattle, and maid servants, and men servants, and camels, and asses.
Genesis chapter 31, verse 1. That's what we have. Genesis. Genesis chapter 31, verse 1 in the Hebrew. We are Shemai, Af, Baria, Banya, Laban, Lamar, Bakwak, Yaiquab, Af, Kal, Ashar, Labayanua, Wama Ashar, Labayanua, Aisha, Af, Kal, Hakaban, Hazah, verse 2, Wayara'ah, Yaiqua, Ab, Banya, Laban, Wahan, it's like a Wahana, Ayan, it's like Ayananwa, I know what. Yeah, I should sit back down and raise your hand. What was that? Damn it. Genesis, what verse was I in? I was in the first verse. I just thought, damn, it's a long ass verse too. It's a lot. You need to go blow your nose or something? Do you? 1 second. Oh, can we get him some tissue or something? Oh, sure. Hold up, I'm Nadia, just up here.
Asha, present thyself.
Yahasha, burn God, burn Yahasha.
Asha, burn God, burn Yasha out.
Yahasha, Yahasha, burn
How about Shem Yasha, burn the thug? Shut up.
Genesis chapter 31, verse 1 in the Hebrew. Can I get another cup of coffee, please? Just one more. Say the way you think this. Perfect. I need the same cup. Wow. Do you want some coffee? If anybody want coffee or anything, you can help yourself, make you a cup, or what have you. Or a bottle of water or anything like that, all right? Yishmai, Labaria, Banya, Laban, Lamar, Laquak, Yaiquab, Kal, Ashar, Labayanwa, Umashar, Labayanwa, Aisha, Kal, Hakabad, Hazar, verse 2, where you were Yaiquab, Panya, Laban, Wahana, Ayananwa, Anawa, Katham, Kathamawal, Shalashawam, Wayamar, Yahweh, Al, Iquab, Shawab, Al, Aradaza, Abawathika. God, that's a big ass word. Damn. God. Willama. Go ahead. I'm in verse 3. Wama, Wamala, Wallamawa, line the cup. That's how you say it. Wallamawa, line the cup. The cup. There's a thought and a cut in it. And so it's Wallamawa, lad the lot that does connect it, then it's the cup. Dang. I think this is another way to say sons. A lot of people like born.
I'm sure. Look it up.
I think the root word in there is lied. I think it's talking about like being born or something. You scroll down to see if you see that translation of what we just read. That big ass word. Kindred. It's on it. It's talking about kindred or what have you. Yeah. I mock, verse 4. We shall lock. Ya I quab. We Ra'ab. Call. What Allah. It's like what Allah. Hashada. Al. Tiza Anwa. Verse 5. We Amar. Lahan. Ra'ab. Anakia. Ath. Panya. Abayakan, Kaya, Ayananwa, Aliyah, Katamal, Shalasham, Wa'ala, Wa'alahayam, Abiyam, Hayaham, Aimadia, Wa'athana, Yadaidas, Yadaitan, Kaya, Bakal, Hakia, Ibadathia, Af, Abayakan, verse 7, Wabayakan, Athal, Bayah, Wahakalap, Af, Shakari, Shakarathia, Aisharath, Manayam, Ula'ah, Nathanwa, Alahayam, Laharai, Laharai, Aimadia. That's it.
English.
In the English here, like, Genesis chapter 31, verse 1.
Verse 1. And he heard the words of Laban's son, saying, Jacob has taken away all that was our father's, and of that which was our father's have he gotten all this glory. Verse 2. And Jacob beheld the countenance of Laban, and behold, it was not towards him as before. Verse 3. And the Lord said unto Jacob, Return unto the land of thy fathers, and to thy kindred, and I will be with thee. Verse 4. And Jacob sent and called Rachel and Leah to the field unto his flock. Verse 5. And said unto them, I see your father's countenance, that it is not towards me as before, but the God of my father hath been with me. Verse 6. And ye know that with all my power I have served your father. Verse 7. And your father hath deceived me, and changed my wages 10 times, but God suffered him not to hurt me. Verse 8. If he said thus, the speckled shall be thy wage. Then all the cattle bear speckled, and if he said thus, the ring strip shall be thy hire. Then bear all the cattle ring strip. Number 9.
So, a prayer almost, I heard some brothers use, I heard Muhammad use the most. It's I'm probably about to slaughter it, but I don't know what it means, and if we can get it, it's Rakaya Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shah. That's what he's trying to say. It just is bless you, the Most High in Christ. That's all it is. You know, Barakatah means bless you. Barak means bless. Atah means you. Yahweh is the Most High's name. Wa means and. Wa Yahweh Shah is Christ. No doubt. Good question. Volume just up here. My rock. Yahweh, present thyself. Louder. Louder.
Where found out when you got for yourself?
Louder. Louder than that.
Where found out when you got for yourself?
Vaya Yahweh, vaya, vaya Shahweh.
Yahweh, see yourself.
Louder. Louder. Louder.
Yahweh, see yourself.
How about Shimmy Hashah Barakatah? How about Shimmy Hashah Barakatah?
Genesis chapter 3, verse 8. In the Hebrew.
Like one of the main reasons why Cat want to make sure that we say it with feeling, like when we come up with ourselves, the same way that we gotta put feeling, like when we in school, I don't even know if they still do the pledge of allegiance, but you gotta stand up, hold your hand over your heart, and you gotta say, everybody's saying it loud. You can hear it. You know what I mean? When I was in school, you can hear it in every class, loud and clear. Everybody's pledging allegiance to America. Like this is us showing respect and showing our, you know what I mean, giving our pedigree.
Right.
You know what I mean, to men of the Lord, and showing that, you know, we're about to come up. We doing something righteous. This is a high holy day. We just have to show some type of enthusiasm. Just come up there, just say it loud, say the words loud, speak it clear.
Be bold as a lion.
Kind of.
You want to be bold. You want to be aggressive. You don't want to be lax and lazy. You understand? You don't want to be soft in here. You understand? You come up here, you speak with authority. Speak with authority. You do everything, warlike up here. Don't be soft and don't be lax. You understand? Speak boldly and all of that. All right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's how we roll. You know what I mean?
Oh, God. Just if I could, and just like even when it comes to reading, you know what I mean. If y'all wanna you see, I'm trying to break down the words that maybe we never used before, just so you can have a better understanding of what you're reading. So you're not reading it like a robot, just you know what I mean, just
Old English.
kind of. But you want to be able to understand what it is that you're reading. So you know what I mean, you might have to go back and read the stories so you can get a better understanding of the story. But you want to be able to read them with feeling and just understand what you're reading, so you don't just have to go through words like "and he said" if I don't know, because then you're gonna get bored. You're not gonna be interested in it. I just wanted to break that up. You know what I mean? If that'll help the brothers in any kind of way.
Because we'll talk about just like when you on a video game, you playing video games, you hollering at the top of your lungs, okay? You know, because you're enthusiastic about the game. I know both of you brothers can speak louder than that. Everybody understand? So speak louder. Don't be scared in here. Genesis chapter 31, verse 8. Kaha, Yamar, Aquadium, Yahaya, Shakarka, Yalawa, Cow, Hatazaan, Naquada, Naquadium, Kaha, Yamar, Iquid, Iquid, Iquidayum, Yahaya, Shakarak, it's like a Shakarika, Yalawa, Cow, Hatazaan, Iquidayum, verse 9, where you dissolve, Alahayim, Ath, Makwana, Ayabakam, where you thumb, Yah, 10, where you Yah, Ba'ath, Yacham, Hatazaan, Wa'asha, Ayanya, Wa'ara, Bakawam, it's like Bakalawam, Wahana, Ha'aith, Ha'aitadium, Ha'ailayam, Al, Hatazaan, Iquidayam, Quadayam, Baradium, Baradium, Wayamar, Aliyam, Malaka, Ha'alahayam, Kalawam, Yaikwab, Wa'amar, Hananya, Wayamar, Shah, Ma'a, Ayamyaka, Waya, ha'idanium, ha'i, ha'i, ha'ilayum, al, ataza'an, aiquadayum, aquadayum, uberadium, yub, ra'ayathia, ath, cow, shar, labun, aisha, laka, 13, anakia, ha'al, bayath, al, ashar, mashathak, it's like mashakath, shum, matazaka, ashar, nadarath, laya, shum, nadar, aitha, quawam, taza, it's like taza'a, man, rataza, haza'ath, washawab, al, rataza, mawalad, mawalad, the cup, 14.
Where did I start? 18.
We get the ayn, rakal, wala'ah, with the amarna, lawa, ha'iwad, banawa, kalak, wanaka, wanakala, babayath, abayanwa, 15, halawa'ah, nakar, yawa. Hello, I was supposed to stop at 14, right? Oh, my bad, so go ahead. That's it.
English,
Genesis chapter 30, verse 31, verse 8 in the English.
If he said thus, the speckled shall be thy wages, then all the cattle bear speckled. And if he said thus, the ring strapped shall be thy hire, then bear all the cattle ring strapped. Verse 9, thus I have taken away cattle of your father and given them to me. Verse 10, and it came to pass, that at the time that the cattle conceived, that I lifted up mine eyes and saw in a dream, and behold, the rams which leaped upon the cattle were ring-starked, speckled, and grizzled. Verse 11, and the angel of God spake unto me in a dream, saying, I'm going to skip over something. In a dream, saying, Jacob, and I said, here I am. Verse 12, and he said, lift up now thine eyes, and see all the rams which leap upon the cattle are ring-stalked, speckled, and grizzled. For I have seen all the barn doeth unto thee. Verse 3, I am not the blessed, the God of Bethlehem, where thou anointed the pillar, and where thou vowest a vow unto me. Now arise, get thee out from this land, and return unto the land of thy kindred. Verse 14, and Rachel and Leah and and over here. Was it answered? Yeah. And said unto him, is there yet a proportion, or in her it her intent, what her yet any proportion or her intents? Yeah, no. Alright. Portion or inheritance for us in our father's house. Verse 15. I started at 8.
Volume.
Yeah. I shall present myself.
Yasha Banga Vanya Shala. Yasha Banga Vanya Shala. Yasha Banga Vanya Shala.
Ya Asha, Barga, Barga Shahala.
Yabashnya Shabbatam. Yabashnya Shabbatam. Yabashnya Shabbatam.
Abba Shimya Shabbat. Abba Shimya Shabbat. Shabbat.
Okay. Another good reason why it's real good to speak clearly. I feel like I'm just now really understanding and hearing y'all names. You know what I mean? Like they're really like I'm really getting it now. Like before in Mayakala. I just clearly heard you say it today. Like I'm just hearing it today. And it's, yeah, I should. Come. Like I'm just really clearly here. You understand? I know, you know me, y'all young men, but and I haven't said your name a lot, but I'm just clearly hearing it today. But like that's a real good understanding. You know what I mean? A real good reason for y'all to, for y'all to speak up and say it clearly. Like even your reading just now before you left, like you were reading a whole lot better. Like it sounded a lot better. You understand? Like the way if somebody watching on YouTube, they won't get bored with watching. They'll watch it and they'll understand. Like they'll want to be into the story. That's why you definitely should. If there's a word that you don't understand while you're reading, if there's a word you don't understand, like that's just say it so we can look it up, tell you what the definition, give you a definition so you can know exactly what it is that you're reading. Yeah, so you don't just be like a story time book, like one of those automatic books that just tell you, just reading, like you don't know what they saying, but you gotta understand because you can stop and ask for it. You got teachers up here that will give you a definition or give you a breakdown of what it is that we read. You understand? We got a cat in here. You understand? Like we'll get that understanding. You know what I mean? God willing. If we don't, then we got generals that can help us. You understand? So yeah, just like when you're reading along, when you're reading, if it's a word that you don't understand, just what I mean. And it don't matter how many times. If you don't get it, we're gonna work with you to make sure that you get it. You understand? So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up.
Oh yeah. Genesis chapter 31, verse 14. Verse 15. He read 14.
No, stop there.
He's supposed to read 14.
No, he stopped at 15.
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. There you go. There you go. All right. 15. Genesis chapter 31, verse 15 in the Hebrew. Hello, the Karyawath, the Kashab, the Kash, the Kashabanwa, Kaya, Makaranwa, we call, Gam, Makawal, Kasapanwa, 16, Kaya, Ka, Ha'ai Shar, Hashar, Hatazayo, Alahayim, Ma'abayanwa, Manawa, Hawa, Walabanya, Walaban, Labana, Walaban, Walaban, Walabayanan, Walaban Yanwa, Wa'aitha, Kal, Ashar, Amara, Alahayim, Alayak, Aisha, 17, Wiyakwam, Yaikwab, Wiyasha, Ath, Wanyawab, Wa'ath, Nashayawa, Al, Agamal, Agamalium, 18, Wayanahag, Ath, Ka, Makwanawa, Wa'ath, Kal, Wakashwa, Ashar, Wakash, Makwana, Kwanayanwa, Ashar, Wakash, Bupadan, Aram, Labawa, Al, it is a quack, Abayawa, or it is a Maratuza, Kana'ain, 19, Walabar, Lak, Lugazaz, Ath, to the Anwa, with the Ganab, Wakal, Ath, at the Rabiam, Ashar, Labaya, verse 20, where you Ganab, Yaikwab, Ath, Lab, Laban, Amaria, Al, Balaya, Hagayad, Lawa, Kaya, Barak, Hawa, 21, where you Barak, Hawa, Wakal, Ashar, Lawa, where you Kwam, where you Ibar, Ath, Hanahar, where you Shun, Ath, Panayawa, Har, Hagala Aid. That's it. And we're gonna read that in English. (31) verse 15.
Are we not counted of him strangers? For he hath sold us, and hath quite devoured also our money. For all the riches which God hath taken from our fathers, that is ours, and our children's. Now then, whatsoever God hath said unto thee, do. Verse 17. Then Jacob rose up and set his sons and his wives upon camels. Verse 18. And he carried away all his cattle and all his goods which he has gotten, the cattle of his getting which he had gotten, and
had 18. Padan Aram. Padan Aram.
Padan,
Mm-hmm.
Padan Aram, for to go to Isaac his father.
Padan Aram. That's exactly how you say it. No, Padan Aram. Okay, go ahead, continue.
For to go to Isaac his father in the land of Canaan.
Come.
Verse 19, and Laban went to shear his sheep, and Rachel has stolen the image that were his father's. Verse 20, and Jacob stole away unawares to Laban the Syrian.
Stole away unawares. To Laban.
To Laban
Mm-hmm.
the Syrian,
Uh-huh.
and that he told him not to, he fled. Verse 21. So he fled with all that he had,
Slow down. So he fled. Go ahead.
and he rose up and passed over the river and set his face toward the mountain Gilead. Verse 22.
No, that was good. That was it. Good job. That's 7 times. 5 minutes. What's your question? I don't know. Somewhere in the Middle East. You can look it up. But all these places are real. You know what I'm saying? These ain't no fiction. These ain't no fictional, lands. All them rivers and mountains and all that stuff. All that stuff is real. It can be located. Everybody understands that it's not a fictional book. You know what I mean? All them rivers and streams, and it can be often pinpointed. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not into what's the term, geography. I'm not too hip on that. So General Q is real nice with it. He pull up the map of this is it. This, I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? Certain, especially I ain't on that level. I ain't on that, general level, but the geography, of things. They pinpointed that. Listen, you gotta get in these classes, man. That's a good question for the general on Thursday. Certain landmarks in the Bible. They said that'd be a perfect, but we got 5 minutes anyway. Class, general mind class, you know what I'm saying? Well, shoot, just call them up. You won't be on the phone for 2 hours. I promise you. Go ahead.
All right, so I got a little bit for you right now, but just like Cap said, you definitely want to ask one of the generals. So for right now, what I'm getting is it's located. It's in. Sorry, hold on. It's 41 miles northeast of Columbus. I looked up where it is today. It was northeast of Columbus. Just like Cap said, I was terrible.
Listen, we're gonna have a whole class on the geography of the Bible.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna hit up the general. Hey, look, boom, boom, boom.
okay.
We'll be on the phone for 5 hours. But we gotta get out of here. Just up there at Maya.
Imadium. That's when you have to down, which means rise and face the east.
These Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kadash. Hayah. Shikah. Yahweh. Allah Mukah. Taba'ah. Batzaka. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'arataza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashemayim. Etananawa. Okam. Kaw. Yawam. Wasalaknawa. Kabawafinawa. Kasalaknawa. Kabawafinawa. Mala'ah. Tabi'ayinawa. Banasayawan. Abba. Awashayanawa. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Lakam. Amalakwa. Waha'ala. Wathapa'ara. Iwalamium. Aman. And then the English.
The Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever so be it. Amen.
Saul was returned.
We're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher, the individual, Michael Shabbat, Imadium, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, and the top, Solomon's turn. Stand. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters, the individual, Michael Shabbat, Imadium, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Now you're top, class dismissed. Say it again. You want to be anointed?